This blue water still good?
Yep. Blue water is 14 feet deep.
Sweet.
Today for sure is a really weird day sailing, which makes for great practice because the wind forecast, like every model was different. Yep. Wind vane shows us on a beam reach, which is pretty good, especially for a 10 knot wind. And then as we're talking about it, it's just like no more wind. So it's nice to be back in Rodriguez Key and face our fears.
I'm gonna try! The Thunderbirds are flying around us. Whoop, there he goes out. I don't know.
Cool.
Whoop. Oh, he's coming back around. Let's see if they get close again. Oh, that looks blue water.
Yep.
Ah, they laugh.
Ah.
Dang it. This blue water still good?
Yep. Blue water is 14 feet deep.
Sweet.
You could just actually see it. In about another 5 minutes, we're going to hit our next waypoint. And I'm going to turn, so I'm not sure if I need to adjust the sails or not. So once I get closer.
Oh my god.
You probably have to put your hand on the main.
Right now?
No.
Oh.
About 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I see our buoy there. Oh my goodness. This is the best part of Key West, that the water is just
Yeah, I love this water.
epic.
I miss this water so much.
I love it. These little grassy patches of
Seagrass.
seagrass, really, usually welcomes a lot and feeds the big turtles. So I'm always looking at them, see if I catch one of those big turtles because I love them.
Today for sure is a really weird day sailing, which makes for great practice because the wind forecast, like every model was different. Some said higher, some said lower, some said it was from a different direction, some said it was from the southwest, some said it was from the west, some said 15, some said 6. It was like every model we looked at was completely different. So we kind of tried to pick which one was the most accurate overnight for what actually happened. And yeah, it seems to be going pretty well. It's nice and quiet. It took us a little while to get it dialed in right today for some reason. You know, just some days are better than others. But today we have really weird seas. Like you saw the swells earlier, but now the swells have kind of died. But the ones that we do have are coming from a different direction now. So Madeline will finally get dialed in and get used to correcting the course of the boat for the waves, and then the waves change and then that no longer works. So as we're talking, it's like we have a good stiff like 10 knot breeze on a beam reach, doing well. Sails are full. As you can see, wind vane up there shows us on a beam reach. Yep. Wind vane shows us on a beam reach, which is pretty good, especially for a 10 knot wind. And then as we're talking about it, it's just like no more wind. It's gonna be calm. So we went from going 6 knots to what?
We're going 3.9.
Ah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Maybe because we're going with the waves, it just feels like we're just bobbing.
Exactly. Yeah, because normally we'll see the foam coming past us a little bit faster, but we're actually going with the swells. So hey, it just gives the optical illusion that you're not going as fast as what you actually are. So yeah. So when we do our passage planning, what we do is we actually set our average at 4 knots because most of the time we'll do faster, that will be faster than that, but we never want to, we don't want to cut ourselves short and then end up showing up somewhere too late. So we don't do it when we actually travel, which is usually about an average of 5 knots. Sometimes on a good weather day we'll do 6.5 and just kick along and cruise pretty easy and comfortable. But today, if we're going to be right at about 4 knots, we're still going to get there on time. crazy birds over here literally just almost wanted to commit suicide.
What are you doing, bro?
So yeah, we're just chilling. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna ride this wind as long as we can, because that's what you do on a sailboat. You just ride the wind as much as you can.
Now we're back to 6.5.
6.5. And if you look at the water, still can't tell if we're going any faster. Oh, side note, when I did our furler line a little while back, we weren't able to unfurl it all the way because I actually did the math wrong and cut that line a little too short. Probably about 6 feet too short. So we found this other line that we had spare, but even with it, even with the jib unfurled all the way, yeah, I still have a ton left over. So I'm going to be able to reuse that, and story of our lives is find multiple uses for the same thing. So I'm going to reuse that line for our courtesy flag, because I'm going to be setting that up once we get the boot key. I got to go up the mast and set that up and do a few other little things. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a nice sailing day. It's really nice. Can make for a fun day when you're trying to adjust the sails. So we ended up having to roll up the jib because it was just it was overpowering the boat. So we were kind of struggling trying to keep our tow rails from getting tapped in the water. So we tried adjusting, tried trimming, just wasn't happening. So at some point you have to make a call what sail to roll up. So we put a reef in the main and rolled in the jib, and now we're moving along pretty well. So, but the bad news about that is now it's dead on the nose. So yeah, and the temperature dropped a good like 10 degrees. So, which is weird because there's no clouds and no fronts or anything rolling through. Other than that, it's actually a really beautiful day. So hey, don't know what happened there, but you know what? Mother Nature sometimes just decides to do what she wants to do, and you got to roll with the punches. So we rolled with the punches, and we pulled in the jib, put a reef in the main. It is what it is. Yeah, we just adjust the sails. There's no arguing with Mother Nature. So she's going to do what she wants to do. It was predicted a little bit to be on our nose, but it was only predicted to be about 7 or 8, and it was supposed to only be like our last hour. But now it's like 16 was when I just looked. So it's 16 on the nose, and it's about 2 hours early. So I guess that's why they call it a forecast. And made really good time. Still gonna get there, plenty of daylight to spare. So we'll be back in, we're officially back in the Keys. Right over there is Key Largo. So it feels good to be back in the Keys. It really does. All right, good morning. So it's nice to be back in Rodriguez Key and face our fears. One of our things that we were worried about was the whole dragging episode we had here last time because of the questionable holding. So we found us a nice little sandy spot to set the anchor, and as you can see, this water is clear enough you can not only see the boat, but you can see the bottom. So look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. You can see all the way underneath the boat. It does not look like it's 6 feet, but it's actually like 8. So I'm gonna go check the anchor real quick. So as we go here, we can see the anchor chain under the water. And let's go see how far we can follow it. See where it's dug in at. Yeah, you can see where we twirled around a little bit last night. But yeah, here's our anchor right here. Looks like that paint did pretty well. You can really see where it dug in. Doesn't take much to set it in. I love being able to see the bottom and see the anchor. It's like, when I was able to watch it hit the bottom, I can get an accurate anchor alarm setting, or it'll set the GPS and I know it's exactly on that spot. So, but yeah, you can see we pulled out that way, the wind blew us that way, and we backed down on it, and then the wind twisted us back around over here. So I don't think we're going anywhere. Doesn't seem like a lot of chain, but at the same time, it was actually, we set out about 100 feet of chain. So, whew, feels good. Let's take a shot and see what this, see what it looks like underneath the boat from the silhouette of the sun. All right, let's see how that one turned out. Let's see if I'll be back out here trying it again, or I'll just scrub it. It's the life of a YouTuber. You end up taking so many freaking shots of things, trying to go around and do this and that, that it literally can take an hour to get a 30-second clip. So let's see how this one turns out when I get it up on the laptop.